Magandang hapon. This past Wednesday marked the 490th anniversary of the death of Ferdinand Magellan, the Portuguese explorer employed by Spain, whose expedition was the first to circumnavigate the world. In honor of him, Spain, the host of this year's World Youth Day, and the Republic of the Philippines, the country we represent, we would like to tell you the story of Magellan's historic voyage. On August 10, 1519, Ferdinand Magellan sailed from Spain with a crew of 237 men and 5 ships. They were searching for the Spice Islands in what is now Indonesia. Back then, spices were very rare in Europe and were found mostly in Asia. If one was willing to take the big risks involved in these grand journeys, find these spices, and bring them back to Europe, they could become very wealthy men.
Magellan saw these risks firsthand. Portugal, Spain's biggest rival in exploration, sent a naval fleet to pursue Magellan, but he avoided them. After reaching the southern coast of South America, an area today named the Strait of Magellan, 2 Magellan's ship captains mutinied, but the crew was loyal to him, and the mutiny failed.
Magellan continued westward into the west, meaning to the Pacific Ocean. He was the first man to do so, and on March 16, 1521, he landed on the island of Umanon in the Philippines. Magellan became friends with Roger Siayo of Masua, who led his crew to Cebu on April 7. He also became friends with Roger Humabon of Cebu, a friendship that would turn out to be fatal. Humabon and his ally Sula convinced Magellan to kill their enemy, Chief Lapu-Lapu of Mactan Island in Cebu. Instead, Magellan wanted to convert Lapu-Lapu to Christianity, as he had done with Humabon and his wife, but Lapu-Lapu rejected it. On the morning of April 27, 1521, Magellan led an attack force on Lapu-Lapu Som of Mactan. The boats in which they sailed could not reach shore because of rocks in the water, so they had to walk the final few stretches of sea to reach shore. They were met by a force of 1,500 strong, led by Lapu-Lapu, who charged upon them almost immediately. During the battle, Magellan, whose helmet was knocked off twice, fought off an enemy who hurled a bamboo spear at him.
The spear had wounded his arm and prevented him from drawing his sword. The enemy saw this and smelled blood. They rushed towards him and ambushed him. While being beaten by the enemy, Magellan looked back many times to ensure that his outnumbered and wounded men were back on the safety of the ship. Magellan himself, however, could not escape death. He would meet his demise at the hands of Lapu-Lapu, who refused to bargain with the Spanish to return Magellan's body. Magellan's journey would begin, a series of Spanish expeditions to colonize the islands in which these events all took place, the Philippines.
The Philippines is an archipelago of 7,107 islands in the western Pacific Ocean. It is bordered by the South China Sea to the west, the Pacific Ocean to the north and east, and the Celebes Sea to the south. It is about 3,000 kilometers south of Japan and east of China. It is said that during high tide there are 7,106 islands because the ocean sinks one of the islands when the tide rises.
The Philippines has a population of 92 million living in an area of 300,000 square kilometers. 80% of the population are Roman Catholics, making it the only country in all of Asia to have a population with a Christian majority. Canada, in comparison, has 34 million people on an area of almost 10 million square kilometers.
The climate of the Philippines is year-round, hot and humid, averaging 27 degrees daily. The cold in the Philippines is 18 degrees, so the extreme winter weather we are so familiar with here is non-existent over there. The Philippines is a democracy, and its motto is for God, people, nature, and country.
Famous Filipinos include nannies, caregivers, 11 million Filipinos who live overseas, many of whom are with us here in St. Bonaventure. There's also Manny Pacquiao, world champion professional boxer and politician. He is Ring Magazine's best overall or pound-for-pound boxer in the world. In all weight classes, he was elected to the Philippine Congress in May 2010, representing the province of Sarangani.
Have you also heard of Therese Pempenko? She is a recording artist and actress who rose to fame as a YouTube sensation in 2007, garnering 13 million views, dubbed by Oprah Winfrey as the most talented girl in the world. She has sung with Celine Dion, Andrea Bocelli, and worked with Canadian music producing guru David Foster, and worked with She is the only Asian singer to be on the top 10 of the US Billboard 200 album chart. She has appeared on the second season of the hit TV series Glee as exchange student Sunshine Corazon.
Have you seen the pink bridal dress worn by Reese Witherspoon? It was made by Monique Villier, who was born in Cebu City in the Philippines. Other famous people of Filipino descent include singers Enrique Iglesias and Bruno Mars, Dancing with the Stars pro dancer Cheryl Burke, and former NBA Slam Dunk Contest champion Nate Robinson.
That is the end of our introduction to the Philippines. We hope we were able to share the wonderful things about this country. Now, get ready to be rocked out by the world with the premier song, Sweet Islands of the Philippines.
I'd also like to welcome Mr. Jeff Persley to the stage, who will be with us on guitar. He is an assimilated Filipino. One.